Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Chasing Narrative with AJ. And today we're going to discuss a soldier who apparently was very upset that he was deploying to Iran. Now, I haven't seen the video. I don't know if the guy that's in this video is him. I'm pretty sure it's somebody that's mocking him. But this is very alarming. So, this kid posted a video explaining the reasons why he joined the army and is scared for his life going to Iran. And this is one of the reasons why people don't go to behavioral health. Because when you crying out loud, like, hey, I'm in fear right now, I just want somebody to talk to, you got people that are mocking them. And shame to those veterans who are putting their uniforms back on. That is the most dumbest thing I've seen this year. Like, what point are you trying to prove by putting back on uniform? Like, oh, well, it ain't gonna be about the service, I'll serve. No, you're not going to go back and serve. No, you're not. You're still going to get your pension if you retire. You're going to get your disability if you get in disability. You're going to join your normal life. Hell, over half of you can't even put back on your uniforms. And then why would you put back on your dress uniform? You don't deploy in your dress uniform. You deploy in your duty uniform. It's disgusting. It's alarming. And I feel sorry for the kid who feels this way. Now he's being mocked all over social media, and that's gonna make him feel even worse. And it's just disgusting. So let me get into the video, guys. It's so disgusting to me.
Were sent to Iran in tears, retired veterans mocked and criticized them. The young soldier joined the military because he did not have enough money to attend college. Like many others, he believed the military would help him get an education and start a better life. He signed a 6-year contract and was already planning to buy a car and build a new future. But this month, he received notice that he could be deployed to the Middle East. In his video, he admitted he was scared and said he regretted joining. Many retired veterans.
What people don't realize is, like, for example, let me use me as an example, right? I joined in 2004. I knew I was going to Iraq or Afghanistan. Why? Because they just show on TV. We had people already in the Middle East when I signed my contract. I knew I was going. In his case, and many other soldiers' case, nobody knew that we would be helping out Israel go against Iran. No one knew that. Now, should they have the mentality that, hey, I'm signing this contract, one day I might have to go and fight, another country? Yes, you should. You should always have that mentality like, hey, I might deploy and to Russia or you know, China, whoever. You should always have that mentality. But in this case, he's probably looking at it, hey, my recruiters haven't deployed because 95% of recruiters haven't deployed for the simple fact that we really haven't been in a battle since Iraq or Afghanistan. So he's looking like, hey, more than likely he got a bit bonus if he signed a 6-year contract. He's looking like, hey, I'm gonna go buy this car. I'm gonna be living my life. To now, you getting orders. Hey, you're going to Iran. You're not going to Iran a year from now. You're going to Iran like now. Even when I got to my duty station at Fort Campbell, yes, the general briefed all the new incoming soldiers. Hey, we're deploying this month. So I'm thinking the same thing. At the time, I had called my fiance, and I was like, hey, like, I'm about to leave like next week. I'm young. I didn't know any better. Once I got to my unit, I still had like another 8 months stateside to get ready to deploy. But in his case, he's actually upset. You got a lot of soldiers who are feeling like him, some who haven't even deployed yet, but know eventually they more likely will. And it's like who they going to discuss their issues with, because you better not go on social media because they're gonna mock you. Your family and your friends are already worried, so you don't want to put that burden on them. This is just disgusting, and that's why I wanted to talk about this video today. It's unbelievable to me that you got this kid who's crying out for help, and then you got soldiers that are mocking them. You got veterans, like old veterans, that are mocking them, putting back on their dress uniforms. This is terrible.
Veterans responded with strong criticism, Some said Gen Z adults act like children who do not understand responsibility.
Most do. I do agree with that statement. But if you make a life changing decision to join the military, you don't fall in that category, in my opinion, because you're taking the responsibility to start a career. Most kids just want to live with their parents, mooch off of their parents, freeload, whatever word you want to use or terminology you want to use, and that's all they doing. This kid actually signed a contract to go into the military. Yes, was he naive as far as like going to deploy? Yes, but again, his recruiters, or I mean, not his recruiters, his recruiter might have told him like, "Hey, don't worry about deploying, man. I haven't deployed. I've been in like 10 years. I haven't deployed. Don't worry about that." I've seen it. I've heard it happen. When I used to tell my applicants like, "Hey, there's a chance you might have to deploy. I can't guarantee you that you're not going to have to deploy." And then I also will explain my situation, how I was different back in the day. But this is just, man, this is horrible.
They argue that anyone who signs a military contract should know that deployment and danger are part of the job. A few veterans even posted videos of themselves putting their old uniforms back on and saying they would serve again if needed. However, not everyone agreed with the veterans. Others argued that older generations should question the reasons behind instead of attacking younger troops. So what do you think? Was the criticism fair, or people being too harsh on a young soldier who is
People are being too harsh on a young soldier, in my opinion. And I'm one of those people. I'm old school. Like I said, I joined in '04. I know people join, like my dad joined in '75 when it being on what's happening, whatever. But I just think that people are being so harsh. Like, I can't even imagine, like, back in my day, if we had social media, people will be mocking certain people because they scared to go to Iraq or Afghanistan. Hell, I was scared. Did I mention it to anyone? No, but I was scared. I was like, holy crap. And I remember, like, when I was at Fort Campbell, we had what they call Sergeant's Time training. I don't even know if they do that anymore. But all the E4 and below, they had us at a motor pool in this classroom, and they literally showed us like an hour long video of like troops in Iraq. And the lady that was like interviewing them, she would talk to one soldier, and then later on that night, that soldier would die. And you're like, yo, like she was just talking to the soldier like 2 hours ago. It's very real, and people don't realize that. Like they looking at it like, oh well, Iran, they aircraft, is pretty much disposed of. They're like they don't have any, but it's the same thing that happened in Iraq and Afghanistan. You know what I mean? Like, it's when you have to go on ground to fight these individuals. Like, it's not going to be easy. If we prolong this with Iran, it's not going to be easy. It's going to be hell, because those Middle East countries, one thing they do, they fight, and they're not going to give up so easy. So it bothers me, and that's why I wanted to make a video about it. Like, please, guys, if you see somebody that's calling out for help, don't mock them. Be a helping hand to that individual, because again, this kid is worried. Like, you got so many people that are like him as well. Like, you go from one day you spending time with your family and friends to like, hey, tomorrow we're going to Iran. And it's like, yo, like, really? So again, guys, I'm gonna be making videos like this. I am disgusted, more importantly, with the older veterans. They'll be ashamed of themselves, and for them to put back on the uniform, like I said, it's like a narcissistic behavior. And if you look at those individuals, you can kind of tell that they were probably a-holes when they were in. It doesn't make any sense. And like I said, when you deploy, you're not deploying in your dress uniform. Like, you didn't keep in your duty uniforms. I still got like two of mine in my BDU uniforms. Like, yeah. But anyways, I appreciate you guys like always. Tell me what you think in the comments. Salute. Peace.